What's up guys, it's Cheyenne. Okay, so today we're actually going to be talking about something pretty cool. DC Comics announced that they were going to start doing a line based off of their female characters that was going to be aimed and marketed towards young girls. So it's called the DC Superhero Girls. They announced it like the middle of last year, which I think is really cool. It's gonna involve clothes, it's gonna involve toys apparently. I will probably buy all of them, and especially considering the way that Marvel has been doing with young girls right now, like DC's winning at this if they do it properly. They started an Instagram, so I followed it. They had a contest where if you reposted a picture, then they were gonna send some people some stuff, and I happened to win one of them, which is rad. So we're gonna look at what they sent me today, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the DC Superhero Girls. So the first thing that they sent me is they sent me a little cape. So it's got the DC Superhero Girls logo on the back. And can I say, as much as I love pink, that I really love that they have not pinkified everything for this. It's a little small for me. But capes are cool. Actually, I'll send this to my little cousin. I'll do that. Oh, that'll be nice. And then the next thing that they sent me was a t-shirt. It's an adult shirt, like a unisex shirt. They sent me a large, which is a little big for me, but I'll come up with something to do to make it something that I can wear all the time. The coolest thing that they sent me was this little book that's got like the profiles of all the girls in it. So we're going to talk about this a little bit. And first off, I want to say that I think that all the designs for them are really cute. For the most part, they're all keeping the essence of each character, making them very age appropriate, and none of them are really sexualized. Welcome to Metropolis. So whether you're a superhero or a non-super, Metropolis is basically the only place you'd ever want to live. This town is absolutely all-inclusive in the best way possible. Supers aren't expected to hide their identities from the rest of the world here. Everyone's just welcome to be exactly who they are. And seriously, how great is acceptance and individuality and all that? Let your inner superness shine. You've been accepted to Superhero High. Superhero High is the place for young superheroes to find that acceptance while they're also being taught to hone their unique superpowers. Everyone at Superhero High is extraordinary in some way. So it is the place to start defining yourself as a hero, not to mention make lifelong friends. So it's definitely going to be like a Monster High, Ever After High analog. They're all going to be going to high school. I'm trying to figure out who would be like teachers. Maybe I'm hoping that the principal is Amanda Waller. If you haven't decided these things yet, DC, the principal should be Amanda Waller, because that would be amazing. I would never go to the principal's office. Oh my god. So the first superhero that gets a page is Wonder Woman. She's the leader. She's courageous, competent, and competitive. She has super strength, flight, nearly invincible, super athletic, lasso of truth, bullet deflecting bracelet. So she's got standard Wonder Woman power set. Wonder Woman is super driven and determined and never seems insecure about her abilities. Probably the only thing that gives her trouble is her lack of street smarts. Remember that thing about her isolated island upbringing? She's kind of naive when it comes to basic teen things like gossip, drama, and boys, but she'll get it eventually. When it's adult Wonder Woman, I tend to not like the just off the boat things unless it's an origin story, but since she just arrived to Metropolis and she's a teenage version of the character, I don't mind that much. Not sure how I feel about the boys. We haven't seen any designs for any male characters at all. I don't know if they're actually going to be boys in this. I mean, I presume that there will be. I mean, Harley's in this, so you can't not have the Joker involved in some capacity. Next up is Supergirl. Yay! Okay, stats, the naive one. Sweet, awkward, fun-loving. Super strength, flight, invulnerability, super hearing, X-ray vision, and heat vision. So standard Supergirl powers. Awesome. Supergirl is so adorable. She's still a little unsure how to handle herself on Earth, so Wonder Woman and Batgirl are trying to show her the ropes. Sounds, very much like the Supergirl that I kind of grew up with, because I grew up with animated series Supergirl. The collar is kind of interesting. Part of me is like, why does she have a collar? And part of me thinks it's cute, because I like shirts with collars. So next up is Batgirl. Cute. Stats. The techno wizard, cool, reserved, complicated. Computer genius, expert martial artist, gymnast, detective, photographic memory. Batgirl is crazy smart. She's one of those uber exceptional kids who got into superhero high based on brain power instead of superpowers. And sometimes this comes across like she is out of her element, but looking for a connection. Luckily, she found a true friend in Supergirl. The two can be out of place new girls together. So next up is Bumblebee. Stats: bubbly, outgoing, scientific genius. Enhanced strength, flight, ability to shrink, and project sonic blasts. Bumblebee is just a regular happy-go-lucky girl who happens to be able to shrink to the size of a bee. Too cute! Thanks to a side effect of a microchip and Bumblebee's tricked out earbuds, she is able to make herself teeny tiny. The trick only works in conjunction with BB's unique DNA. Like, literally no one has been able to replicate the powers, and many have tried. On top of that, she invented her suit. I think it's really cool that they're making it explicit that she invented her suit. There are kids who will know who Bumblebee is because she was on Teen Titans, but Bumblebee's not a character you see a lot, so that'll be interesting. Really wish they had let her keep her afro puffs and the little blonde streaks and stuff. It's kind of weird looking to me. Harley Quinn. So stats: the class clown, fun, unorganized, unpredictable, agile acrobat, quick wit. Wacky Harley is just pure fun. Sure, she's disorganized and kind of unpredictable and, well, unbalanced and unhinged, but hey, she is fun. And while her over-the-top pranks may sometimes border on cruel, as long as she's fine with being the butt of the joke, everyone else must be too, right? Right? Is Poison Ivy, because what's Harley without Ivy? Stats: the garden variety misfit, shy, awkward, genius. Toxic touch, can summon plants, pheromone-fueled talent for seduction, a power that is still unrealized. Which is good, because we don't necessarily want her to be, you know, a femme fatale who's like 15 years old. That's weird. Ivy is basically your typical wallflower, super shy, and constantly has her nose in books. Some even say they've seen weird vines growing out of her hair, and she hangs out a lot with Harley Quinn. Guess opposites really do attract. With Harley doing everything possible to be the center of attention, Ivy doesn't have to work quite so hard to avoid attention. I think it's doing Ivy as like the shy, bookish character is very interesting, because obviously most of the time Ivy is this kind of cold, detached, femme fatale character. It's definitely kind of pre her really stepping into her own Ivy, so that's kind of interesting. Her design is really pretty. I think it's really cute, really nice and nice and age appropriate, but it's still, she's got vines, she's still wearing all green. And then last but not least is Katana. Rad. Stats: the edgy artist, funky, fearless, worldly, expert martial artist, sword skills. Fearless and funky, that's Katana in a nutshell. She is beyond creative, a fierce friend, and always on the cutting edge of art and fashion. Katana's tongue can sometimes be as sharp as her blade though, and boy does she give her opinion freely. She doesn't mean to be a know-it-all who constantly corrects everyone's mispronunciation, naive blunder of everyone around her. It just comes off that way. But her quick wit and way with words have also made her the resident nickname giver and slangologist. She loves wordplay just as much as she loves swordplay. Katana's not a character that I'm as familiar with as everybody else, but her design is super cute. She's got some actual armor on, which is nice, but she's there and it's nice. And then on the last page, without any pictures, we have a page that's more super students. So I guess some of the characters that are going to end up in the series at some point. So we're going to get Cheetah, we're going to get Miss Martian, we're going to get Catwoman, yay, we're going to get Frost, and we're going to get Hawkgirl. So those are going to be interesting to see. I'm really hoping that Corey gets added at some point, and Raven, and you know, I feel like Starfire is a really easy character for them to add because a lot of little girls know who she is from Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go. But I mean, I'm sure that kind of depends on how well the series does, because like when Monster High started, it was like based off the Universal monsters. It was a werewolf, a Frankenstein girl, a vampire, creature from the Black Lagoon, Like it was, and the Mummy, like it was very specific. And at this point, they're like, Chupacabras, daughter of the Rat King, yeah. It's gotten to the point where they're finding everybody that they can. So I feel like if it ends up doing well and it ends up, I don't know if it'll be as big as Monster High is, but if it does end up doing well, then that'll be part of the fun. We'll be seeing all the new characters get added, because it looks like that's really what they're trying to piggyback off of. It definitely seems like they're modeling it very intensely off of Monster High. And I like Monster High, so that's okay. I think that it's got the potential to be something really, really special. And even if it's not necessarily something that's going to be like world changing, means I'm going to be able to buy more girl themed DC branded merchandise. So that's definitely a win for me. So what do you guys think, either of the designs or of the character descriptions or just the fact that DC is doing this at all? Let me know in your comments below, and I will see everybody at some point.